All right, welcome back to another episode here on I Hunt Because I'm Hungry. So today I'm actually going to do a little bit of a review on the items that I use during turkey season since it's coming up. So what I've been rocking here for the last couple of years, this is my setup. I've got obviously a net for a makeshift blind while I'm out there. I think this year I might transition to something a little bit greener just because of how green it gets here up in the mountains. I notice that I tend to stick out just a little bit more, but we're going to get into it. So today I'm going to talk about the Alps outdoor turkey vest, right? So this vest actually is a full frame vest that has a nice, I think it's a 3 or 4 inch seating pad that flips out from under for you to sit on. And when you don't use it, it flips up and it actually turns in, just folds right up and sticks to the magnets back here. And so this has done me super well the last couple of years. It's very comfortable, and I think it's only like 150 bucks. I think I actually got it off of Amazon. So I'm going to take a look, and if I find it, I'll post it in the description with a link to it down there. But it holds everything I need. So right here, it's got 2 spots for my slate calls. Right now, I'm rocking the glass call, and I actually just bought another slate call that I'm going to start using this year. Just because there's a slight difference in the way that glass sounds after a little while. You have to really rough it up again. And sometimes slate just works better. So it all depends on what you like. So that fits in there real nice. Then you've got your striker right here, and it's got a really good spot for it that it can hold up to 3 strikers in there. And it's got another little mesh pouch inside this pocket, and this all zips up real nice. So up above it, it's actually got an area for you to put your ammo in, right? So your shells. And right now I rock, when I have the 12 gauge out with me, I've got 2 3/4 inch shells that go really nicely in here, and they fit in these little shell holders just like that. So normally I'll put them in their shell holders, and when I rock the 410, usually I rock the 3-inch shells for the 410, and these tend to really get the job done. As you may have seen in some of my other turkey videos, I think the last 3 years I actually shot my turkeys all with the 410. So it's been really efficient, and it's been really nice to have such a light mobile gun to take out. It's a single shot 410 right here, and it's a little breakaway break action right here. Folds up real nice and small. So if you want to throw it in your vehicle and not take up so much room, then you're good. And then it's real nice and light. I think this weighs like 3 or 4 pounds. It's nothing really. So it's really awesome. Comes with a modified choke already in the end of it. It's built in, and this has killed me a turkey out to about 40 yards out in Kansas. And so that being said, I really love having such a light gun for a nice mobile setup. And also, it's got a bunch of storage in the turkey vest right here to hold your mouth calls, right? It comes with this little mouth call holder right here. And I have, well, I don't know how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different mouth calls that I've got. And really it's meant to hold about 3 mouth calls, but usually I just shove them all in there. And as you can tell, this is the oldest one that I have. Been rocking this probably since I was, I don't know, 13 or 14 years old. So I stand by this one. This one has called in so many turkeys over the last 5 years or so, that I've really gotten back into turkey hunting. That it's crazy. Now I'm not the best turkey caller in the woods. I can promise you that. As you could probably tell from some of my videos, I sound like a sick hen sometimes, but it gets the job done, and I haven't had any issues calling in any birds. So you don't have to sound like a professional out there all the time to get these birds to come in. You just kind of need to sound desirable. So that being said, nice little hard case so they can keep their shape, and I like to keep it either in this slate call pouch, or I've got another pouch over here where I can keep them in. But for now, I'll keep that right there. Now, on the back of this vest, it's also got a detachable portion where it's got a nice big pouch. And this pouch is meant to carry any gear or whatever you've got with you, and it's also meant to carry your turkey on the way out. And just kind of how that turkey fits in the back there. And obviously, if you have a net like this that I use, I just simply slip it in there. And if I've got decoys, I also put my decoys in the back of here too, so you can keep them out of your hands. And if you need to set up real quick, it's not a problem. You just pull them out from the back, set them up, go sit down next to a tree, and you're really hidden. Now, this frame that it does come with is fully adjustable, right? So it's got these adjustable legs on it for the bases, and they're nice and wide so they don't sink into the mud or into the dirt if it's really soft dirt that you're around, or if you're down south in the sand, right? So it keeps you kind of pretty stable, actually, and I haven't had any problems really. It's just like sitting in a chair, which is really awesome. But that being said, we're going to get into some of the camera gear now that we use. So getting into some of the camera gear that I use while I'm out turkey hunting, I've got my carbon tripod that I'm actually using right now to film this. So obviously it's not over here, but it's super lightweight, very easy to set up and to maneuver around. And usually I've got this camcorder. It's a Canon HF G50. It's got 20 times optical zoom, and it shoots in 4K if that's what you choose to use. I don't in particular a lot of times, just because it's such a big file. When you're trying to edit, it just takes forever. So this camera is awesome. I've got a nice Movo shotgun mic on it that sticks on top of it in this little hot shoe mount or cold shoe mount right there. And I've got a remote that I've got on my deer setup still that I'm able to control with just my thumb. So without moving around or anything, I'm able to have less movement while still being able to zoom in and press record and have a successful turkey hunt, or hope to. But so this is my main camera. Like I said, I have been running this GoPro Max 360 camera. I like this camera a lot because it can cover 360 degrees. However, the lenses on these scratch very, very easily, and there's no way to replace them, which sucks. So I've kind of moved and transitioned to another camera that I found, and I'll show a picture of that after this video because I'm actually using it to record a secondary view above me. And that is the action camera that is called the Edge Pro. It is the Extra Edge Pro. Sorry, I'm a little slow sometimes. So It's the Extra Edge Pro, and I love this camera already. It's got a full touchscreen on the front and a touchscreen on the back. Takes up the entire back of it, which is awesome. And it's got super crazy motion stability. So when you're walking around, it doesn't look like you're bobbing up and down and everything. It's very stable. I've already tested it out quite a few times, and I absolutely love it. But also, when I am going quick and moving around, I like this head strap set up here that can literally just fit right on top of your hat. I'm sure everyone's seen it. It's for the GoPro. However, that action camera fits on it perfectly, and it'll be set up right there. So when I don't have enough time, or I'm trying to be quick and not trying to carry bulky equipment with me, I don't want to take the time to set up a tripod and to set up my main camera and to lug that around, because that just creates a lot of extra movement that we all know sometimes we just can't have when we're out turkey hunting, because these birds are very good and they have very good eyesight, and they'll pick you out real quick. So that being said, I've got extra batteries right here for that action camera. Now, these are actually for the Osmo Action Pro 5 from DJI, but they're the same exact battery, and they work perfect with the Extra Edge. So it's got a nice carrying case, easy to charge. There's a charging port right here, charges them both up at the same time. And the other battery that comes with the Extra Edge Pro does fit into this, obviously, because it's the same battery. So it's pretty awesome to have a couple extra batteries. And if I'm feeling a little bit crazy, sometimes I will bring out this other camera right here. It's actually the Sony ZV-E10, and I'll have this as a secondary camera facing me if I choose to run my action camera either on my vest or on top of my head right here. And this just allows me to get a little bit better footage sometimes, and it actually catches pretty good sound on it. But usually I will use my wireless mics anyway with this. But it's pretty nice camera to have. I use this every time I go out deer hunting, but I think I'm going to get away from it a little bit just because it's something big, and that action camera that I just got is like a quarter of the size of this, maybe about half the size, but it doesn't have the bulky lens on it either. So that's pretty much it for my setup. It's really quick, and surprisingly, when you get out there, it's actually very quick and easy to set up. And having that extra net in my turkey vest is super beneficial to just throw over on top of me to break up my silhouette just a little bit more. I don't really like wearing camo pants just because they fade a lot really quick, and so I just go with a normal, like $25 pair pants, like tactical style pants from Walmart. And if you ruin them, and you're only out $25, as opposed to wearing Sika or something out there and ruining your $3,000 pants. So it's just a joke. But that being said, that's pretty much my turkey setup, and I'm super excited to get out here in a couple months and start chasing some longbeards again in the mountains of Pennsylvania. And hopefully we'll be able to make our way back up to New York and be successful up there this year. But other than that, I appreciate y'all for watching. And if you could really help me out by liking and subscribing to my channel, that would be great. And obviously hitting that notification bell would be awesome. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.